interrupt the alternative normal fangirl, and welcome to the Socks Box. So, this Friday, the Crimes of Grindelwald come out. I am getting so tongue-tied saying that, but you know what I mean if you're a Potterhead. The new Fantastic Beasts movie comes out and I'm really excited about it, so obviously I need to do a video talking about something to do with the movie. Wow, that was so poorly phrased, but never mind. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about my 7 favorite Fantastic Beasts from Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. So I'm not just going to be reading right out of the book because that would be incredibly boring. Disclaimer, I'm not saying that Newt's book is boring, I'm just saying that it would be very unoriginal for me to just read out of it. I'm also going to be talking about why I like these specific beasts so much and also give my little magizoologist opinion on them. So yeah, let's do this. So first up is the Puffskein, which is this adorable little thing on the back of the book. So, I know I said I wasn't just going to read out of the book, but I have to read this entry to you. The Puffskein is found worldwide, spherical in shape and covered in soft custard fur. It is a docile creature that has no objection to being cuddled or thrown about. Side note, I'm very curious about how that discovery was made. Easy to care for, it emits a low humming noise when contented. From time to time, a very long, thin, pink tongue will emerge from the depths of the Puffskein and snake through the house, searching for food. The Puffskein is a scavenger that will eat anything from leftovers to spiders, but it has a particular preference for sticking its tongue up the nose of sleeping wizards and eating their bogies. Yum! This tendency has made the Puffskein much beloved by wizarding children for many generations, and it remains a highly popular wizarding pet. Like, from that description, how can you not think these are some of the cutest things ever? They sound adorable. Although I personally would not want one because I don't think I'd be very comfortable having something numb on my nose in the night. So, they're cute. I want to hug like a whole armful of them, but I don't want one as a pet numbing on my bogies. Ew, no. So how bogus is the word bogies? Next is the Acromantula, and I'm pretty sure that I don't need to read anything about this. It's a giant sentient spider. How awesome is that? Probably not awesome for a lot of people, but I'm a weirdo who likes giant spiders. So in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, under the entry for Acromantula, it says that despite their near human intelligence, they are not easily trained, and I have a bit of an issue with this. I feel like because Acromantulas have such a high intelligence, they belong more with centaurs and werewolves. Like, they're not really pets. I'm talking to you, Hagrid. Like, I feel like they're more on an equal level to humans and wizards, but you know, that could just be me, because I think it would be really fun to have a giant spider to talk to. And I mean, if you raise it from an egg, it's pretty safe to be around, because I mean, Hagrid proved that. That kind of goes against my point of saying that they're not pets, but hopefully you know what I mean. Just in case what I meant wasn't clear, I'm a giant weirdo who wants to talk to a giant spider. Sticking with giant things, the next Fantastic Beast I like is the Basilisk. Now, I know I've said in a previous video that I don't think it would be a good idea to have as a pet. However, I've changed my mind on that, and I want one of these as a pet. Like, I am that kind of person, because I feel like as long as you can provide it with food and are a parcel mouth, you won't really have a problem with it, because, I mean, the one in Hogwarts stayed dormant for years and never ate any muggles until Tom Riddle popped out of his diary and told it to do so. So, you know, technically if you can control it, it can be a pretty peaceful thing to keep. And I mean, I definitely could do this because despite currently being in Ravenclaw and previously being in Hufflepuff, I'm a parcel mouth. Also, despite being a parcel mouth, Slytherin is the only Hogwarts house that I have never been sorted into. Next up is the Fwooper, and I really hope that I'm saying that right. It is a brightly colored bird. That song starts out sounding very beautiful and lovely, but slowly drives its owner insane. I'm actually low-key convinced that my budgie jet was part Fwooper. So because of this, Fwoopers have to be sold with a silencing charm on them, which needs renewing every month. Or, as an alternative, you could just do what I did with my budgie and give your bird the attention it needs so that it's not making a noise all the time. But if you can't handle noise at all, don't get a bird. just don't do it. So in contrast to the fupa, the next beast I want to talk about is relatively quiet. It's a narl, which looks and acts almost exactly like a normal hedgehog, except if you offer a narl food, it will assume that it's a trap and destroy your garden. So I find these appealing because number one, hedgehogs are adorable, and number two, I think it would be really fun to earn the trust of a narl. I mean, I've gotten the lizards in my yard to eat from my hands, so I'm pretty sure I could get a narl to trust me. And if all else fails, I will just get a regular hedgehog. So this next one is on the list just because I am a typical girl. It's a unicorn. Like, come on, it's a unicorn. How can you not like unicorns? They're beautiful and majestic and they're magical and they're just pretty, okay? I like unicorns. Don't judge me. Actually, it's fine. You can judge me. Even I am judging myself for having something so girly on this. But I mean, they appeal to me. Plus, my wand core is unicorn hair, so how can I not like them? And last but not least are, of course, thestrals. These are my favorite types of magical creatures ever. Like, I just like everything about them. I like them more than unicorns. No offense, unicorns. So the main thing about thestrals that appeals to me is kind of weird. It's like they are seen as unlucky because of the negative experiences other people go through, which the thestrals had nothing to do with. I don't know why, but like that makes me like them. I don't know how to put it into words and explain it. For now, just know that thestrals are my favorite creature and I want like a whole flock or herd. I don't really know what the group name for them is, but I want a whole lot of them so I can hug them, cuddle them, and feed them raw meat and stuff. Just a little side note I want to throw in here. The kind of reasoning that I have for liking thestrals so much is also the reasoning as to why I like Sirius Black so much. And yes, I had to mention him. I mention him in pretty much every Harry Potter themed video that I do because how can I not? So yeah, those are 7 of my favorite fantastic beasts, even though I personally don't consider them to be beasts. Not even the basilisk. So there's a whole section on this book on what a beast is, and there's a whole giant discussion on the difference between a bean and a beast. And one of the reasons why I like the character of Newt Scamander so much is the way that he looks at his creatures. He just wants to learn about them and understand them and help others understand them as well. And this is the reason why I went into zoology as well, because I don't feel like anything is dangerous unless it has to be. Or because it's trained to be dangerous. So because of this thinking, I came up with my own little definition of what a beast is, which I have written on the board, but I don't think you can see from here. A beast is a creature that needs protection from the real monsters. A real monster being someone or something that seeks to gain power at the expense of anyone and anything around them, including themselves. Lord Voldemort. So yeah, my higher message for this video is be nice to the fantastic beasts around us so that future generations can always find them. But not the ones that you know are going to see you as a threat and attack you. Like, don't be stupid. Anyways, my question for you guys today is if you could have any fantastic beast as a pet, which one would you want and why? For me, it would definitely be a fupa because, like I mentioned, I've already had experience having one. Plus, it's not like I have any sanity left to lose anyways. So yeah, that is it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like it, share it, and if you're new, don't forget to hit subscribe and book the bell to join the Socks Box and get a Socksy new video every Wednesday. Also, I am still killing it at video every day in November, so if you want to see my videos from Thursdays to Tuesdays, you can head over to my personal channel. I don't know why I'm pointing up there. I'm not going to have a card up there. It's going to be the little bubble to click on during the end screen. But anyways, you can find me over there and on my social medias, all of which are linked down in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next week or tomorrow, you just keep rocking. Bye! They're not going mad. I can see them too.